Hi, I'm Olivia, and today's happy nugget comes from Carson McCullers, one of the greatest American writers. So rare was her gift of observation and innate compassion for the plight of the human heart. She wrote her first and most famous novel, one of my favorites, The Heart is a Lonely Hunter, when she was only 22 years old. Some of Carson McCullers' other notable works are The Ballad of the Sad Cafe and The Member of the Wedding, which became a prize-winning Broadway play. Carson McCullers was born Lula Carson Smith in 1917 in Columbus, Georgia. From a very early age, she was drawn to the abject loneliness of those who are different. Many of her characters have external deformities to match their internal isolation, their inability to grow, to love, or to be loved. Few authors have expressed loneliness and the anguish of unrequited love better than Carson McCullers. What touched me the most when I first read her work was her precision of insight into a lonely heart. We've all felt loneliness. Some of us have felt the pain of loving in vain, the hopelessness of unrequited love. The Heart is a Lonely Hunter. It's a literary masterpiece that crystallizes these emotions. From Virginia Spencer Carr's phenomenal biography, Speaking on the Creative Process, Carson McCullers said, "It is like a flowering dream. Ideas grow, budding silently, and there are 1,000 illuminations coming day by day. As the work progresses, a seed grows in writing, as in nature. The seed of the idea is developed by both labor and the unconscious, and the struggle that goes on between them. I understand only particles. I understand the characters, but the novel itself is not in focus. The focus comes at random moments, which no one can understand, least of all the author. For me, they usually follow great effort. To me, these illuminations are the grace of labor. All of my work has happened this way. It is at once the hazard and the beauty that a writer has to depend on such illuminations. After months of confusion and labor, when the idea has flowered, the collusion is divine." Carson McCullers burst onto the literary scene in 1940 like a shooting star, and as such, she had a short and luminous life. When Carson McCullers died in 1967 at age 50, she had been an invalid for over 25 years. She had been in pain and discomfort since early childhood, when she suffered from pernicious anemia, pleurisy, and other respiratory ailments. At 15, she was stricken with rheumatic fever, and before 30, she had 3 strokes that left half her body partially paralyzed. In the next decade, Carson McCullers had to endure surgeries to relieve spasms of an atrophying left hand, wrist, elbow, and leg, and to repair a shattered hip and elbow. She also had to contend with multiple sieges of pneumonia and a severe heart attack. Of Carson McCullers, her great friend, Tennessee Williams, the famous American playwright, said, "I hope that with increasing study of Carson McCullers, it will be recognized, generally, that despite the early onset of her many illnesses, she was, in her spirit, a person of rare and luminous health." I have used the word heart, but it is not an adequate word to define the core of Carson McCullers' genius. It was a favorite word of hers, and one of which she had exceptional understanding. Still, I believe, in fact I know, that there are many, many with heart, who lack the need or the gift to express it. And therefore Carson McCullers is what I would call a necessary writer. She owned the heart and the deep understanding of it, but in addition she had that tongue of angels that gave her power to sing of it, to make of it an anthem. Carson's heart was often lonely, and it was a tireless hunter for those to whom she could offer it. But it was a heart that was graced with light that eclipsed its shadows. In spite of her illnesses, Carson McCullers seldom complained, and she clung tenaciously to life. When the human heart is inspired, there are no obstacles that can get in its way. It's never too early to achieve your dreams while harnessing a lifetime of knowledge, wisdom, and passion. Even if you're sick and your body fails you, don't ever let the light inside you fade away. And that's today's happy nugget. If you enjoyed this video, please like it, share it, and subscribe. As always, I link below the video anything I recommend. I hope you have a wonderful day. Thanks for watching. See you next time.